Now tell me, have you ever felt a strange energy when entering a place or connecting with certain people? That inexplicable feeling of heaviness, as if something was draining your strength, even for no apparent reason? The truth is that everything around you, people, environments, information, and even the thoughts you harbor, has a direct impact on your vibration. Your energy is not just an abstract concept, but the basis of the reality you manifest. And as a chosen one, every single thing you touch, whether physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually, has the potential to lift you up or drag you down. Now, answer me honestly, are you sure you're protecting your energy in the right way? Or are you unknowingly allowing in influences that silently lower your frequency, distancing you from your mission and purpose? If you feel that your energy fluctuates, that at times you're vibrating high, but soon after you feel drained, unmotivated, or lost, know that this doesn't happen by chance. There is a reason for this, and the answer may lie in the little things in your daily life that you don't even realize are affecting your vibration. Today, we're going to reveal the invisible elements that may be blocking your spiritual growth. We're going to talk about the mistakes that many chosen ones make without realizing it, and which end up preventing their connection with the true light. But beware, along the way, you will have to face some uncomfortable truths. After all, protecting your energy is not a luxury, but a necessity. Are you ready to discover what needs to be eliminated from your life in order to keep your vibration high? If this message resonates with you and you feel you need to deepen your spiritual journey, subscribe to the channel now and turn on notifications. That way you'll never miss out on content that will strengthen your energy and help you awaken. Now, take a deep breath, open your mind, and let's uncover together what should never be touched if you want to keep your frequency at the highest level. Have you ever been close to someone who, after a few minutes of conversation, left you feeling exhausted, as if your energy was drained without explanation? Perhaps a friend who only complains about life, a family member who criticizes your every move, or even a work colleague who always seems to bring a cloud of negativity into the environment. The truth is that all human interactions are energetic exchanges. Every conversation, every glance, every thought directed at someone is an exchange of vibration. And if you are a chosen one, you need to understand something very important. Not everyone who approaches you wants your good. Not everyone deserves access to your energy. Toxic relationships are not just about love relationships. They can be anywhere, in friendships, in the family, at work. They are those connections that suck more than they add, that make you feel small instead of boosting you. But the problem isn't just with these people. It's with the silent effect they have on you. Have you ever noticed how, after spending time with certain people, your mind becomes more confused, your dreams seem more distant, and your confidence drops? This is because energy is contagious. If you surround yourself with people who vibrate at the frequency of fear, complaint, criticism, and scarcity, sooner or later, your vibration will be pulled towards that level. Now, stop and think. Who are the people who most influence your energy on a daily basis? Do they lift you up or pull you down? Do you feel you need to recover emotionally after meeting them? And here comes the hardest truth to accept. We often stay in these relationships because we're afraid. Afraid of being alone, afraid of being seen as selfish, afraid of hurting others. But what about you? How much longer will you continue to sacrifice yourself to keep people in your life who don't respect your light? As a chosen one, your radiance attracts both those who want to grow alongside you and those who want to use you as a source of energy. That's why protecting your vibration isn't selfish, it's necessary. You can't fulfill your mission if you're constantly exhausted trying to carry the weight of those who don't want to change. So ask yourself this question. Who really deserves access to your energy? Now, think for a moment. What have you been feeding your mind every day? We live in an age where information bombards us every second. Social media, news, series, music, videos. It all seems harmless. But the truth is that what you consume is shaping your energy without you even realizing it. Every word you read, every sound you hear, every image you see carries a vibration. Some of these vibrations are elevated. They inspire, motivate, and connect you to your purpose. But many others are designed to generate fear, comparison, judgment, and scarcity. And what's worse? Often, you don't even realize the effect this has on your energy. Have you ever scrolled down your social media feed for a few minutes and when you finished, felt more anxious, insecure, or even exhausted? Or watching the news and suddenly feeling an inexplicable heaviness in your chest? This is no coincidence. That's energy. The big question is, are you consuming content that raises your vibration or lowers it? Here are some questions to think about. Does what you read, watch, and listen to on a daily basis reinforce your power or put you in a state of fear and doubt? Do you feel inspired and motivated after consuming certain content, or do you notice a subtle energetic weight? Is your time online bringing you closer to or away from your true essence? The mind is like a garden. What you plant is what grows. If you constantly feed your subconscious with content that vibrates in negativity, how do you expect your frequency to stay high? Does this mean that you should stay away from everything that isn't positive? No, it means you have to be selective. Choose with awareness what you allow into your energy field. And here's the most powerful part. When you start to change what you consume, your vibration automatically starts to change. You start to see life more clearly. Your intuition becomes stronger and your path aligns with your true mission. So, I invite you, decide, starting today, to feed your mind with content that strengthens your light, not extinguishes it. Have you ever stopped to think that every choice you make in your daily life is affecting your vibration? We often think that our energy is only influenced by external factors, the people we interact with, the environment around us, or the content we consume. But the truth is that our own habits play an even bigger role than we realize. From the moment you wake up to the time you go to sleep, every little action carries an energy. Some of these actions strengthen your vibration, while others, even if they seem harmless, are silently draining your strength. Now, I ask you, what habits have you been cultivating? Think for a moment and reflect. Are you nourishing your body with foods that boost your energy, or with substances that leave you heavy and lacking in vitality? Are your daily routines aligned with your purpose, or have you been wasting hours on distractions that add nothing to your journey? Are the thoughts you allow into your mind ones of empowerment and gratitude, or ones of self-sabotage and self-doubt? Here's the big truth. What you do over and over again becomes who you are. Your habits are creating your reality, whether you realize it or not. If you spend hours consuming negative content, eating foods that lower your vibration, and cultivating thoughts that limit your potential, how do you expect to manifest an elevated life? Now, the opposite is also true. Small daily changes can have a profound impact on your energy. Choosing more natural and nutritious foods, dedicating time to silence and introspection, feeding your mind with knowledge that expands your consciousness, all this strengthens your vibration. And most importantly, live in alignment with your values. Nothing drains your energy more than acting in a way that goes against what your soul knows to be true. Whenever you compromise your authenticity, part of your light goes out. So I invite you to take an honest look at your habits. Is what you do on a daily basis bringing you closer to or further away from your true essence? Now, tell me, have you ever felt an inexplicable tiredness, as if your energy was being sucked away for no apparent reason? We often don't realize it, but we are carrying connections, habits, and patterns that act as anchors, keeping us stuck in lower frequencies. And the most dangerous thing about this? Most of the time, the cost of these connections is only revealed when we're already completely drained. But here's something that few people talk about. Not everything or everyone who comes into your life is here to stay. There are bonds, be they with people, situations, or even thoughts, that operate silently, undermining your vibration without you realizing it. And the cumulative effect of this can be devastating. Now think with me. Have you ever felt that after being with certain people, your mind gets heavier, your motivation decreases, and your emotions seem more unstable? Have you noticed how certain habits, despite seeming harmless, leave you stagnating in the same place? Have you ever held on to relationships, jobs, or situations that you knew were no longer for you, but felt afraid to let go of? Here's the big truth. Anything that isn't aligned with your frequency will inevitably start to weigh you down. And the longer you hold on to these connections, the harder it becomes to free yourself from them. But then, why do we cling to attachments that no longer serve us? The answer is simple: fear. Fear of being alone, fear of change, fear of the unknown. But I ask you, is the fear of letting go greater than the price of remaining attached? The reality is that, as a chosen one, you have a greater mission. You can't afford to keep in your life that which prevents you from growing. Your energy is sacred, your purpose is great, and your light needs to be free to shine unhindered. That's why protecting your vibration isn't selfish. It's an act of self-love and spiritual responsibility. So I invite you to reflect. What are you holding on to that no longer makes sense? What inside you or around you needs to be released so that your energy can flow freely again. Now, answer me honestly. How many times have you felt that you were ready to change, but something seemed to pull you back into the same patterns? Most people believe that it's their external circumstances that prevent them from evolving. But the truth is that most of the time, it's your own unconscious habits that are sabotaging your energy and keeping you stuck in low vibration cycles. And the most dangerous thing about this, these habits seem harmless. They're part of your routine, and often you don't even realize the impact they have on your vibration. Now, think for a moment. Do you feel that you spend more time procrastinating than acting towards your dreams? Do you find yourself constantly consuming content that ultimately adds no value to your life? Do you resort to distractions, social media, food, television to escape your emotions and avoid silence? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you're not alone. This is because your mind is programmed to take the easy way out, even if it means staying stuck in the same patterns. But here's something no one tells you. What feels like comfort today could be the prison of your future. Every repetitive habit creates an energetic pattern. If you get used to eating badly, procrastinating, or feeding negative thoughts, over time, your vibration adjusts to that frequency. What's worse? The longer you keep these habits, the harder it is to break them. Now, imagine how your life would change if you replaced every habit that drains your energy with one that strengthens it. Think about it. What if, instead of wasting hours on social media, you use that time to learn something that raises your consciousness? What if, instead of consuming content that generates fear and comparison, you fed your mind with knowledge that strengthens your vibration? What if, instead of ignoring the signals from your body and soul, you created space to listen to yourself and align with your truth? The change doesn't have to be drastic. Small adjustments to your routine can completely transform your energy. But it all starts with a choice. The choice to stop sabotaging yourself and start acting consciously. So I ask you, what habits are you willing to give up today in order to raise your vibration? Now, think for a moment. How many times have you found yourself reliving a painful moment from the past? Perhaps it was a harsh word someone said to you, a mistake you made, or an opportunity that slipped through your fingers. And even though time has passed, these memories keep coming back, sucking your energy without you even realizing it. Here's the great truth that few understand. Your internal attachments have as much impact on your vibration as the environment and people around you. You can cut out toxic relationships, avoid negative content, and even change your habits. But if you don't learn to cleanse your energy of invisible emotional attachments, you will still experience blockages in your spiritual growth. Now, I ask you, what thoughts, beliefs, and emotions have you been carrying around inside you? See if you identify with any of these patterns. Reliving past pain, holding on to what has already happened, and feeding resentment keeps you vibrating at the frequency of scarcity and suffering. Believing you're not good enough. This belief is like an invisible weight that prevents you from expanding and living up to your true potential. Living in fear of the future, focusing on what could go wrong instead of what could go right, keeps your vibration low and blocks your ability to manifest new opportunities. Excessive self-judgment time. The way you treat yourself internally reflects directly on your energy. If you are your own worst critic, how do you expect to raise your vibration? Now, take a deep breath and reflect. Which of these burdens are you ready to let go of? Understand, you are not your past. You are not your faults. You are not the thoughts that limit your expansion. At every moment, you have the choice to let go of what no longer serves you and make room for something greater. But this choice needs to be conscious. Here's a powerful exercise. When you notice a limiting thought arising, ask yourself, does this strengthen my vibration or weaken it? If the answer is weakens, then that thought no longer deserves space in your mind. Now answer me this. How many times have you felt your energy being drained without even understanding why? You start the day well, but over time, you feel inexplicably tired, restless, and emotionally heavy. What few people realize is that this is because your energy is constantly being affected by what you allow into your vibrational field. And here's the truth that few talk about. If you don't protect your light, the world around you will do it for you, and not always in the best way. We live surrounded by distractions, external demands, and energetic influences that can destabilize our vibrational field. If you don't establish energetic barriers, your light will be diluted in the chaos of the world. Now, I ask you, what are your energetic barriers today? Here are some signs that your energy is unprotected. You feel an inexplicable exhaustion after certain interactions. You find it difficult to say no and end up taking on more than you can handle. You feel like you're carrying emotions and problems that aren't even yours. You feel overwhelmed by environments or news even if you're not directly involved. If you identify with any of these signs, it means that you are absorbing external energies without proper protection. But here's the good news. You have total control over your energy. You can learn to create energy barriers to prevent anything or anyone from taking away your peace. But how do you create strong energy barriers? Set clear boundaries. Saying no to what drains your energy is not selfish. It's an act of self-love. You don't have to be available to everyone and everything all the time. Your energy is precious, and you have the right to choose where and with whom to invest it. Practice energetic visualization. Before you leave the house or enter a challenging environment, visualize yourself enveloped in a sphere of bright light. Imagine this light as a shield that filters out only what is in line with your vibration and repels any negative influence. Consciously choose what you allow into your life. Be selective with the people, content, and environments you interact with. Always ask yourself, does this strengthen my energy or deplete it? If the answer is depletes, it's a clear sign that it needs to be avoided or minimized. Listen to your intuition and respect your body. Your body and intuition always let you know when something isn't right. If you feel discomfort, resistance, or heaviness when dealing with something or someone, trust this signal. Your energy always knows before your mind does. Now think, what can you do today to better protect your vibration? If this message resonated with you, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to keep receiving content that helps you keep your light strong in the midst of the world's chaos. Now, let's talk about something essential. How to keep your vibration high even in the midst of a chaotic and noisy world. Now, stop and think. How many times have you felt that the world around you is too noisy? Information, social media, negative news, external demands. All of this creates a veritable whirlwind of stimuli that, without realizing it, can drag you down to a lower frequency. But here's the truth that few understand. The chaos of the world cannot affect your vibration unless you allow it to. And as a chosen one, your mission is not to get sucked into this turbulence. Your mission is to learn to stay above it. Now, answer me honestly. Do you feel that you are in control of your vibration, or that your energy fluctuates depending on what happens around you? If you feel that your peace depends on external circumstances, it means that you haven't yet learned to anchor your energy, and this is essential for staying strong in a world full of distractions. Here are 3 pillars for keeping your vibration high, regardless of what happens around you. The world is chaotic, but peace is within. You may not be able to control what happens outside, but you can control how you react. Your power lies in not allowing the noise of the world to become the noise inside you. Daily practice. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, take a deep breath and come back to the present. Peace is not in the future or the past. It is here now. What you focus on, you amplify. If you focus on chaos, fear, and difficulties, your vibration aligns with that. But if you choose to focus on growth, love, and abundance, that will be the dominant energy in your life. Powerful question. Am I focusing on what strengthens me or what weakens me? Redirect your focus whenever you notice that your attention is being sucked into negative energies. Silence is your ally. The more noise there is in the world, the more you need to seek silence. Meditation, moments of introspection, conscious breathing, these practices are not a luxury, they are a necessity. They are what allow you to reconnect with your essence and keep your vibration intact. Remember, external chaos cannot touch the soul of someone who is truly centered. Now tell me, what can you do today to strengthen your vibration, regardless of what happens around you? Now that you understand the impact that people, habits, content, and even thoughts have on your vibration, there's only one question left. What are you going to do with this knowledge? Because the truth is simple. Either you take control of your energy, or the world will do it for you. You've already noticed how everything around you influences your frequency, for better or for worse. And, as a chosen one, your mission is not only to protect your energy, but also to learn how to expand it, strengthen it, and use it to fulfill your purpose. But here's something few people say. Raising your vibration isn't a destination, it's a daily commitment. With every choice you make, with every person you interact with, every thought you feed, you are defining your energy and shaping the reality you live. So now I ask you, what are you willing to leave behind so that your light shines even brighter? What do you need to let go of, cut out, and transform in order to align your energy with your purpose? The decision is in your hands. You can continue to allow distractions, people, and habits to drain your vibration, or you can choose, starting today, to protect, strengthen, and honor your light. If this message resonated with you, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications now. Here, you'll always find content that will help you raise your vibration, awaken your consciousness, and live in line with your true mission. The world needs your light. Protect it, expand it, and never let anything or anyone extinguish it. See you in the next video.